the stage. I think he's a father. Apparently that makes Abby come, so she might be into that. Micah Jeffries. Everybody give it up for him. Come on, Micah Jeffries.
So repeat after me. Come on, everyone. There is no one better to be than myself. Today's gonna be an amazing day. Today's gonna be an amazing day. My feelings matter.
The fuck's up, Eastside? Woo! How we doing? Give it up for the other comics you've seen tonight. Yeah? A special round of applause for Abby's tank top. That motherfucker's working overtime keeping the bad boys in. Holy shit, girl! Alright. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to start this on a little solemn note. Was anybody watching the Monday night game last week where DeMar Hamlin got injured? Anybody see that? I assume a lot of people saw DeMar Hamlin getting injured. It was a scary moment, you know. A player had a heart attack on the field. Like it's terrifying. It was one of the scariest moments I've ever seen on live television, and a really unfortunate moment for live sports. Some might say, though, even more unfortunate is the fact that I started the Buffalo defense for my fantasy league. I was in the championship, guys. Like, I had a chance. I was going all the way, and yeah, it sucks. Like, that dude nearly died in front of like a stadium of 100,000 people, like Roman Coliseum style. But I lost bragging rights to my friends, so who's the real fucking victim here? That's all I'm saying. I work in food service, and there's this company that I've seen that makes food bases, you know, like chicken bases and beef bases, vegetable bases. And I've seen them a lot in the different restaurants I've worked in. They have a really unfortunate name. It's called Miners. And it sucks for them because, like, you can't use that in, like, normal advertising that they would use for food, right? You can't be like, you'll love the taste of Miners, right? Like, get your hand off my Miners, like. I'm working on that. I saw a statistic recently that said that a percentage of people in the world believe that they can smell ants. Does anyone?
Yes.
Does anyone
Everybody can
smell ants?
Not funny.
Yeah.
Terrified of ants. Fucking.
Smell ants. Isn't that the most attention-seeking bullshit you've ever seen? Like, no, you cannot smell fucking ants. Like, oh yeah, the red ones smell spicy. Like, no, that's bullshit. You can't fucking smell ants. That's like saying you can, like, see the wind or feel the love of your father. Like, that's bullshit. Eric's friends, you get what I'm saying. You don't know your father's love. I went and had one of my favorite restaurants in town recently. Anybody a fan of Jamaican Jerk Hut in town? Jamaican Jerk Hut's fucking awesome, man. I love those guys. They literally sell t-shirts that say, jerk it and they will come. Like, I love these guys. They don't give a fuck. Like, the first time I ever saw the Jamaican Jerk Hut was at Art in the Park, you know, like a big family event. Big loving family event, and I'm in line for these guys because I'm excited for them. I hear that they're playing some Jamaican music in the background. I can't really make out what's being said, and then I really listen into it, and the first words that I catch from this Jamaican song is, and then I came in her mouth, oh yeah, I came in her mouth. And I realized how many children were standing around me. And like the reality is, I'm not really worried for the kids, like for their small children mentalities. Like I'm really worried for the parents at that point, Because, like, no parent woke up that morning and was like, I'm going to go to Art in the Park today, and I hope that some situation arises that my 4-year-old might ask me what came in her mouth means. Like, no, that didn't fucking happen. If you've seen me before, I've talked about this a lot. The fact that a lot of my family members are all pastors. Like, both of my parents are pastors. My older brother became a pastor. He married a woman, also a pastor. And then there's me, and I do this. Right? So, as you can tell, performance art, very big in the Jeffries family. That joke, not very big in the Jeffries family. I bring that up specifically to bring up the fact that a couple weeks ago during the Christmas and Advent season, my brother, who is a pastor, accidentally lit part of his church on fire with his Advent wreath. And my wife was the first person to find this out. And when she found this out, she said this aloud to my family, who brought up their concern. And she's like, no, that's bullshit. That's not the reaction that I want. So she found me, who knew that I was going to just laugh at him. And that's the reason I married her. Because, like, you got to marry a woman who's going to laugh at a pastor burning down their church. But I did. I grew up in the church. Anybody grow up in the church?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Anybody? I always grew up. I went to like the after school programs and VBS, Vacation Bible School. And I remember growing up, I learned a number of little kids songs they would teach us. And one of them, for some reason, they taught us a little bit of sign language in it. Just a little bit. And that's where I learned that the sign language for Jesus is to tap your palms. If you did not know that.
Oh my God.
Right? It seems a little mocking to me, personally. Like, the dude died that way. I wouldn't want to fucking, like, imagine him coming back and just seeing a crowd of people like, Jesus! Like, fuck you guys, I'm going back. Like, that's... I don't know who creates ASL words, but I assume that they would probably make JFK. Alright, I'm pretty well done, but I want to give it up for sweet Eric Biggs. It's his last night. He's going to Texas, wearing his best Boogaloo shirt. That's, hell yeah, brother. I love that Eric looks like the kind of person that when you tell him that he's moving to Texas, you're like, Border Patrol? Anyway, when I met Eric, I wasn't sure what to think of him. I thought he was going to be the most racist, homophobic, sexist piece of shit. Anyway, my name's Micah Jeffries.
Micah, you should know I can't be on Border Patrol. They still have PT tests. Just because you can ride horses and fuck up immigrants doesn't mean you don't have to not run at that job. Come on.